Yo, what's up guys? So this video we're going to cover how to macro infinite, ultra stages, all 3 boss events and the Halloween event. I have also made a guide on how to get every currency in the game fastest way possible and the most accurate enemy ultraverse tier list and how to get Yukura and also every single secret in the game and also the beginner progression guide and also every single unit showcase, so make sure you go check out my channel if you need it. So without any further delay, let's get right into it. So the best way for infinite is to not have any units placed down and to have these settings on. You know, go to your settings and have auto match ritual on, auto match rewards on, auto match start on, and auto skip waves on. Now you just want to AFK in the game until you die and make sure you have an auto clicker. If you're on PC, get an auto clicker. If you're on a mobile, iOS or Android, also get an auto clicker. There's so many videos out there of how to get auto clicker, so just go search it up. For console, get a rubber band so you can make your character moving in a circle infinitely like this. And don't try to actually do this if you want the most rewards, because actually doing this will make you get less rewards. So make sure you just do this method. Now moving on to Halloween event. So for Halloween event, you want to make sure you have to have this team, because this team, each unit will give you 40% buff. So if you have 6 equipped, you have 200% buff on pumpkin currencies. And if you don't know how to get these units, I already made a guide on how to get every single secret in the game. And for these mythics, you just go summon the Halloween banner. And now for the settings, it's exactly the same as for infinite. You want to have auto match retry on, auto match rewards on, auto match start on, and auto skip waves on. Okay, so same as infinite, you just want to wait for the enemy until to kill your base. This is the fastest way to get pumpkins. If you actually do this manually, it's actually slower than this. So if you only want pumpkins, make sure you only do this method. And as you can see here, I have 240% pumpkin boost, and you get around 8,000 something pumpkins each try. So make sure you abuse this method. Okay, now we're moving on to ultra stages. So for ultra stages, I want to make sure that all the units I'm going to use for this macro guide is easily obtainable. So of course you need Boma. She's really easy to obtain. You just get her from the banner. She's a farm. And you need 1 DPS unit at least level 100. The best way to get your unit to level 100 is from fusing. You can get unit to level 100 is fusing. It means like 5 minutes, and preferably you in level 110 so you can do it faster. And Shanks is definitely the best for this, but if you don't have Shanks, I also have other units to recommend. You can also use Allseer. So Allseer, the way I know he's a secret, but he's also really easy to obtain, because all you have to do is just go to the Halloween banner to obtain him. As I already explained before, you can do the Halloween banner even without completing it, and the payday is only 8,500. So it's literally only a matter of 1 night of macro. So it's also another good unit to farm with. If you don't have Allseer, you can always use Shinobu. She's called Venom in this game. I don't have her, but you can use Venom. You can also use Blitzplay. Blitzplay is really good for this as well. You can use Asto as well. You can use Shadow Mornog as well. This all works. You can use Tanjiro as well, but it's definitely going to be worse than others. But if you don't have them to evolved and to level 100, make sure you have all of them equipped. That way you can actually beat the boss faster, and it's just better in general. But anyways, if you only have one of the units, I highly recommend you to level them to level 100 or preferably 110 with really good trait such as Storm or Assault. Otherwise, it will take you way too long to finish the ultra stage, even though you still can. Make sure at least get Assault trait. If not, at least get Bandit, bro. Just at minimum Bandit. And we will not be using a healer for this, because I will teach you how to place them in a way that they won't be damaged. And the macro tool we're going to use today is called Informer Task, but you can also use Tiny Task. Both of them work the same way, and if you want to use Tiny Task or Informer Task, make sure you have AutoKit installed, otherwise both of them won't work. And also when you install Informer Task, make sure you have your antivirus turned off, otherwise it will not work either. But I'll put the link for both apps in the description down below, so go check it out there. And of course, the macro is going to be for hard mode, so make sure you choose hard mode as well, because you get more drops and higher drops anyways. Okay, before we start, make sure you have your settings on like this. Auto match retry off, and also auto match start on, and auto match rewards on, and just all of these, just copy my settings. And now you want to open your Informer Task, it will look like this. So for this, you want to zoom out fully like this, and then zoom out. You don't have to zoom out this much, because someone gets boxed out. You can zoom out like this part. You want to press F. Now you want to click on record, and spam click on yes, just in case anything lags out. And of course, you want to place down your farm first, like this. Now we want to place down Shanks here. The reason why we place here is because the attack circle is this big. So that's why Shanks will just be not being the attack circle, so then he won't be damaged. Then you won't need a healer to waste more money on. But anyways, now you want to just start max upgrading your Boma. It should take a few waves, and that's about it. And as I said, if your Shanks is maxed out level with like at least Bandit trait, he'll be able to solo all of this by himself, so there's no need to worry about this. Now we just gotta wait. I'll be telling my editor to speed this part up. Okay, now after your farm is max upgraded, of course, now you know start auto upgrading your shanks. And I said the macro is done. Actually, not done yet, but this is all you have to do. Unless you have more units, if you have all units equipped, to make sure you place your units all around like this area, or even further, because the attack range is around this big. They won't be able to reach your unit, then your units won't get damaged, and then they won't die. Also, the reason why I suggest you to use Informer tasks because they have a setting that whenever they complete something, they will send a picture to your Discord server if you have a webhook. That'll just make sure that your game didn't disconnect or something happened, so keep you updated. But with tiny tasks, you cannot see that, so this is why I like Informer tasks way more. And also, Informer tasks is just more stable and it's smoother and just make your macro better. That's why I also use it. Okay, the boss just go one tap, but once you finished, make sure you wait for extra 10 to 15 seconds because just in case if anything lags out or maybe the boss got killed later or anything like that, just wait for 10 to 15 seconds just in case. After that, make sure you just click on replay for like another extra 5 seconds. Just keep spam click on it. Now you want to click on stop record. For Informer task, just click on Ctrl+L to start your macro and press Ctrl+A to pause it and press F3 to exit and then F2 to pause it again. Now we're moving on to the next Ultra stage, and for all of the Ultra stages, we're going to use the exact same team, so it's easier for you. Okay, so for this map, you want to pretty much walk to here or anywhere where you can see this part of the map. Now you want to click on, of course, you want to click on Unit Manager first. Now you want to click on Record, and you want to click on Yes. And after that, you want to click on, of course, place down your Boma like this. Now you want to place down your Shanks like this. You want to place it around here, just in case they get damaged. The circle should not be able to reach him. Now, of course, you want to auto upgrade your Boma. And after you auto upgrade all your farm, you want to start auto upgrading your Shanks. And that's it, that's for the macro. Okay, now we're done with the boss. So, of course, make sure you to wait another extra 10 to 15 seconds just in case anything bugs out. And again, you want to spam click on replay and wait until the yes thing pops up, and then you want to stop your macro, and that's it. Okay, now for the last map, it's basically actually explaining. I will just stand here and then click on F. If you want, if unit is good enough, you can place your Shanks here. But I'm guessing the majority watching this video right now, your unit are not the best, so I'll place it here just in case. So anyways, you want to click on record, spam click on yes, and you want to place on your Boma down here. Be careful, like this will get bugged out. Place it here, and then you want to place your Shanks here. You can place it here if you want to get rid of damage, but it doesn't matter, you just place it here. Then you want to auto upgrade your farm. And if you don't, after you finish auto upgrading your farm, you want to auto upgrade your Shanks, and that's it. That's literally the macro. Okay, we're done with another macro, and as always, you want to wait for like 10 to 15 seconds just in case anything bugs. If you don't want, that works too, but your macro might break. But anyways, once you waited, you want to spam click on replay and wait for the yes button to pop up, and once it's popped up, you want to click on stop recording, and that's it. Now we're moving on to Invasion mode. So for Invasion mode, it's actually kind of annoying. You have to buy tickets, then you can join. Make sure you buy multiple of these tickets so you can macro overnight, otherwise you cannot. But in this video, I'm only going to buy like this many because I really don't need Zenith right now. As you can see, I have a shiny version of him. I got pretty lucky, to be honest. I don't know which one is him, but yeah, this one. I have a shiny version of Thunder here with Storm trait, so yeah. And the units are going to be exact same, but this one will definitely take longer because the boss have 2.6 million HP. So it's highly recommended to use more units than just one unit because it will take much more time. But if you only have this one unit, it also works. I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so for this, same as always, you want to click on F for unit manager, but make sure this one you do not fully zoom out because as you can see here, the unit will somehow just fly upwards above the roof for some reason. I have no idea why, but anyways, just don't zoom in fully. Just put it like here, or you can maybe walk to here even if you want. But anyways, you want to click on record. Then we start click on yes, spam click on yes, and place on your farm, of course. After you place on your farm, you want to place on your Shanks here. You see the circle covers everywhere. This is perfect. Now, of course, start auto upgrading your farm, and once your farm is auto upgraded, They want to start auto upgrading your shanks, and that's it. That's it for the macro. So Patrick, speed this part up until the end. Okay, as you can see, we reached the boss. The boss have 2.89 million HP. It's a lot of HP. That's why I decided to bring more units. But one shank is enough. So as you can see, it just takes a long time. See, it's gonna take a while. But shank is definitely OP, so it wouldn't take that long, but it just take a lot longer if you only have one unit. But the whole point of this video is to beat everything with one unit, so or at least the easiest way possible. Okay, we are done. So for this one, of course, you want to wait a bit, like another time, like 10 to 15 seconds again, just in case if anything lag or slows down. And after that, you wait it, you click on replay, just spam click on it. Wait for the ears to pop up. Once the ears pops up, just click on stop. And then the macro is done. Okay, now we're moving on to the bleach event. You can still do it with one unit, but I highly recommend you to bring more units because this one actually is a lot harder than the Zenitsu one. It will take way longer, so make sure you bring more units. But for the sake of the video, I'll only use one unit. So without further ado, let's get started. You want to click on record, and then click on yes, of course. Now you place on your farms like this, and then what you want to place on shanks here. Make sure it's here. Okay, now you want to auto upgrade your farm again. And for now, it's the same as always. You want to auto upgrade your farm first, and once it's fully upgraded, you want to start auto upgrading your shanks. And we will skip to the end, and then I'll tell you what to do next. Okay, so we just reached the boss. So of course, if you only have shanks like mine, you won't be able to kill him from his range. So once your boss reaches range, you want to delete your shanks and place your shanks around here, which I'll show you in a bit. By the time he reaches half, if you have the same stats and the same trade as my shanks, he will reach around 2 million HP. This is why I highly recommend you to bring more damage units so you can kill him just around here. That'll be the best scenario, and it will also be faster as well. Okay, so as you can see, shanks is already outside this guy's range. You want to place them here, right around here, as you can see, and then he will kill him from here now on. Okay, now we are done. Of course, wait another 10 to 15 seconds just in case if anything lags or something like that. If you don't want to, you can just spam click on replay until yes appears. Once yes appears, you want to click on stop, and then your macro is done. Okay, now for the demon killing event, you can also do this with just team only. But again, I highly recommend you to bring more units so you can do it faster and just a lot better. But of course, the same as always, you want to click on F so you can open the unit manager. You want to click on record and spam click on yes. Now place on your farms. Once you place on your farms, you want to place on your shanks, of course. Like that, you want to put him in here because he's reached this entire circle, so it's the best. Make sure you put shanks here, otherwise you won't be able to reach this entire thing. And now the same again, you want to just wait for your farm to be fully upgraded, and then you want to auto upgrade your shanks. Okay, now we reached the boss. You should be able to kill him before he reaches the end, so don't have to worry about it. The boss actually walks relatively slow, and also only have 1.1 million HP. It's really easy to do. But still, again, please bring more units than just one, because this video is only about doing everything with one unit. Make sure you bring more units so you can do it faster. But at the same time, the more units means less stability, so do what you want, risk it if you want. Now we will look at Shanks shred this enemy. Yep, this Demon King is getting bullied. Alright, we're done. We just have to kill the minions, then we are good to go. Okay, same as always, you want to make sure that please wait for another 10 to 15 seconds or at least 5, so anything lags, it doesn't just break your macro. Then you spam click on replay until yes comes up, and you click on stop, and then you just start playing. And that's it for the macro. Okay guys, this is it for the video. If you guys find it helpful, consider subscribing and liking the video. It will help me out a lot. And also, if you want to be part of my community, you can join my Discord server where I share all my tier lists and all the Google Sheets for TPS and all the guides, and I'll teach you guys how to play the game. But anyways, thank you for watching.